question that I wanted to end here with. I didn't know where we were going to come in the conversation, but we haven't gotten a chance to. We've touched on it here a couple times. You talked about kind of your anger, like wanting to kill people, so forth. One thing that Jordan Peterson talks about. I know you're a Peterson fan, and this was something that was kind of circulating on the internet, and I was resharing some of it on social media. Says a good man should be a dangerous man.
Oh, I love that.
And
I
I truly
love
love
that.
it. And I know for you, obviously your strength training, your physical development is a major role in your life. But today we talked about emotions and getting vulnerable and crying, and why I do believe all of that stuff is important. If men only focus on the emotions and only focus on their vulnerability, they're missing a major component of what it truly means to be a man. So if you can here, Danny, just maybe share your thoughts on why it's important for men to be physically developed, to be emotionally strong, to be physically strong, to be dangerous. What does that mean to you? I mean, you said you loved it. What does that mean? So just kind of here with 60 seconds, just kind of share your thoughts on kind of everything that I just said there. We'll bring today to a close.
I love that you said that one. I can't. My son by now can kind of spit this back to you verbatim, because whenever I see, and I broaden it a little bit with that whole thing. A nice man, a weak man is not a what is it? A weak man is not a nice man. Um, because a weak man is not just someone who can't defend himself, or who it's also someone who's a victim. So of course you have to focus on developing yourself physically, because I notice, unless it's someone who's kind of brain dead and, like, maybe has like a trust fund, you will always notice that people who discipline themselves physically get that automatic benefit, that it starts to really go into the rest of your life. Like, it really spreads in. Like, if you know that if you can wake up on time and, eat a structured diet, whatever it is, be consistent with your training and your diet, that it's just gonna start bleeding into other areas of your life, 100%. But the other thing is, a weak man is not a nice man. Is like, obviously, because if I have the option to kill you, because I know that I can kill you, and I'm like, I'm gonna kill you if I know that I can do that, but I choose not to. That's what it means to be nice and good. Just like if I was forced to give my money away to help poor people, I lose that benefit of being generous, because it's being stolen from me. It's a very simple concept. When there's no choice, you lose. You don't automatically become just if the consequences of you not doing it are something that's gonna outside of you, that's gonna hurt you, right? But it also means that you should not be a victim, and victims are weak. Victims are the ones who really do think that they deserve sympathy for not delivering on what they said they were going to do because of these circumstances, and they really truly believe that people are going to understand. And that's something that I've been telling my son, is like, did you or didn't you, period. It doesn't matter what your brother did. Like, I've been trying to tell you, and I know with that one, because I know that I still, have times where I get pissed off when people don't act the way I want them to act, like, or when results don't come the way I want them to come, even though I did, quote unquote, the right thing. So, just taking it one step further, obviously, you can't be a nice man if your only option is be nice, or you're going to get your butt kicked. That you're not nice. At the same time, I also say that you are weak if you are a victim. You really start to, this is for me the way I live it. And I tell Desmond, like, look, Desmond, I don't, like, today I can't train. I wanted to train now. I thought I was going to go to the gym, and then Maura hadn't slept because she had an overnight flight. I have to take you to school, and I'm not complaining about it right now. Because that's my job. That's just the same thing. If your brother, you shared it with him, or you did whatever, and then which he still does. Like, Dean is the one who really does bite the hand that feeds him. Like, he does that with his brother, because his brother helps him a lot. Look, bottom line, I get it. I'm going to deal with that. Let me deal with that with your brother. I promise you, you don't have to tell me, because it's like this spirit of negativity that I cannot stand. And it's like once you get those wheels rolling, the pity train just keeps going. So That's just what I mean by a weak man is not a nice man, and a victim is a weak man. So you are not a nice man, and also your life is going to be very very hard if you don't know how to not be a victim.
Absolutely love that. There's nothing virtuous about weakness.